Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of High School Basketball on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbot, and we are live at Middle Township High School, Tom Ferracco Court, as the Middle Township Panthers will host the St. Augustine Prep Hermits in a Cape Atlantic American Conference game. These are two of the biggest rivals in the Cape Atlantic League and across South Jersey. High school basketball on Cape Atlantic Live, brought to you by the Anglesey Pub in North Wildwood. They're your go-to place for Irish pub fare, the best Guinness on tap, and a great selection of Irish whiskeys. Located at First in New Jersey, the Anglesey Pub is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live. The Bellevue Tavern is a proud sponsor of Cape Atlantic Live. For nearly 125 years, the Bellevue has featured excellent food and service in a warm, friendly atmosphere in the heart of Cape May Courthouse. And don't forget about their full-service package goods store, upstairs banquet facility for private parties, and their catering services. That's the Bellevue Tavern, 609-463-1738. They are about to play the national anthem here, so we'll step aside with the audio from our end, and we'll be back on the other side. Middle Township and St. Augustine Prep coming up momentarily. All right, back on Cape Atlantic Live. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, Middle Township and St. Augustine Prep. Your starters for St. Augustine, the guard position, senior Noah Plen, who's a Lower Township kid, be playing lacrosse at Delaware Division I. The other guard is junior Gabe Gillespie, and the forwards, Mide Oki Byron is a junior, Rory Friel, a junior, and sophomore Kyle Helfenstein. Coming in here for St. Augustine Prep, coached by Paul Rodeo, who's got over 1,000 wins, 1021 to be exact. He's in his 47th season. The Prep is 7-3 overall. Middle Township, coached by Lamar Greer. Prep, by the way, wearing the away whites. Middle Township wearing the home dark grays, trimmed in black and orange. And the starters for them in the backcourt, Jameer McNeil, a junior, Amir Elston, a junior, Anthony Trombetta, a senior, and down low, seniors Real Basquine and Michael Fadi.
And Brian, obviously, this is one of the games that people in South Jersey, particularly obviously Cape Atlantic League, they circle on their calendar because they always know it's going to be competitive, it's going to be a tough game. You know, when you have the legendary Paul Rodeo coaching the Hermits, it really doesn't matter where they're at as far as, you know, they're in a little bit of a rebuild right now, but it's still a Paul Rodeo coached Hermit's squad.
Well, this is a big game for Middle, even though Middle comes in here as a big favorite today. They have lost 12 straight games to St. Augustine Prep. The last time Middle Township beat St. Augustine was on February 19th, 2013. So it's almost 11 years. And that was when Middle won the CAL semifinal in double overtime at Hamilton High School. So the Prep has dominated this rivalry of late. And as I said, you got to go all the way back 11 years ago to find the last time Middle beat the Prep. It'll be Okie Byron in white and Basquine in dark for Middle, jumping it up. The officials, Myron Hendrick with the basketball. On the near side is Percy Valentine. On the far side is George Golding. The Prep controls the tip. Noah Plen has it, goes over to Gabe Gillespie. Middle Township comes out in man-to-man. That's no surprise. Gillespie driving, kicks across to Rory Friel. Gillespie again. Now it's back to Plen. Plen is the Prep's leading scorer. He goes to the basket, no good. Rebound brought down by Zarfati. Zarfati to Jameer McNeil. Anthony Trombetti's been shooting it well of late, but that one's short. Helfenstein the rebound for the Prep. And actually, I misspoke. Plen averages 13.3 a game. Rory Friel for the Prep, slightly better at 13.4. But Friel and Plen are the two scorers for the Prep. Middle, on the other hand, has 4 players averaging in double figures. We'll get to that momentarily. High post to Helfenstein. Back to Plen. Stripped. Saved it in bounds. But now Middle Township has it. Running is Trombetta. Tried to lob it. And it's going to go out of bounds. No score, 6:52 to go first quarter.
And that's going to be one of the keys to the game, Brian. The Hermits are going to control the tempo and keep the score in the 40s, low 50s. They do not want to get into a running match with Middle Township.
Here's Friel trapped just inside the division line. Pass tipped and nearly stolen, but Okie Byron gets it. Finds an open Plen for 3, and it's good.
And Mitch Plen is the second leading three-point shooter.
Well, Mitch Plen, the next time he makes a 3, will be the first. That's Noah Plen. Here's Jameer McNeil to the basket, kicks to Zarfati for 3, rattles in and out. Helfenstein the rebound for the Prep.
That's a good point. Always get that parent mixed up with the up-and-coming player.
Okie Byron to Plen, steps in. Gillespie, good extra pass to Friel, but couldn't pull the trigger. Gillespie again. Gillespie, the son of former Holy Spirit coach Jamie Gillespie. We're going to have an offensive foul. On the dribble handoff, Gillespie banged into a middle defender, and that's an illegal screen.
And that's going to be the first personal foul on Gabe Gillespie, the 6-foot junior guard. First team foul against the Hermits.
Backdoor lob. Basquine will stuff it with both hands. Well, on the feed from Trombetta off the set play, screening the back of the zone.
It doesn't get much better than that. That was a perfect pass off a well-executed play.
First basket for Middle is an exciting one. The dunk by Basquine. Prep a 1-point lead in the ball. Early stages of this one, just a little less than 3 minutes in. Plen with it. They double him. Okie Byron stops, kicks across. Gillespie puts it on the floor, goes to the basket, dips in, blocked from behind by McNeil. Gillespie got his own rebound. Good find, the Plen. Now it's Friel for 3. Got it. And the Prep's out to a 6-2 lead here.
Well, again, it's a pair of three-pointers. Friel is their leading three-point shooter.
McNeil in the paint, kicks. Amir Elston for 3, got it. And Amir Elston, who's getting an increased role as a starter the last few games. He can shoot it. That's his 11th three on the season. .65 game. Helfenstein to Plen to Gillespie. To a cutting Friel. Layup, got it. Was able to cut across the face of Basquine, and Basquine couldn't keep up with Friel, and they get the layup. Elston on the right here for Middle Township. Driving. Basquine spins off the glass, no good. Long rebound to Zarfati. Back to Elston. Bang! Another three. And we're tied at 8.
And Brian, as you said, the 6'1" junior guard, Elston, has really played well here in the early going
and
of the season.
With a near steal, but Plen picks up the loose ball. Here's Helfenstein for a deep 2. No good. Rebound, Elston. McNeil outlets. Trombetta's layup is good. And there's Middle at their best. And the Prep's going to call an early timeout with Middle leading by 2. Triano and Sons handles masonry, concrete, foundation repair, and stucco services for homes and businesses across Cape May County. 609-522-3355 for a free estimate. The Boardwalk Basketball Classic is one of the nation's largest high school basketball tournaments. For all information about that tournament, bbclassic.com. One-Off Marketing designs and prints everything from business cards and banners, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Check out all of their services at oneoffmarketing.com. Be sure to check out the Mud Hen Brewing Company, Dogtooth Bar and Grill, and Poppy's Brick Oven, Pizza, and Kitchen for great local dining and entertainment experiences in the Wildwoods. So Middle, after falling behind 6-2, goes on an 8-2 spurt, causing the Prep to call that timeout, buddy.
Well, and that's what Middle Township does. They will score in bursts, and the next thing you know, you're up. Your team's up, and now you're down. And a quick timeout called by the Hermits coach Paul Rodeo to settle his troops down.
Run and jump here by Middle. Chase Moore, number 24, is into the game for the Panthers. The Prep's able to beat that, and now they'll reset their offense with Plen running the show here. Gillespie, Helfenstein. Plen guarded by McNeil. Kicks to Friel. Friel picked up by Moore. Gillespie. Okie Byron. Driving, shut off, back to Plen. Into the paint, stripped. Got back, shoveled it to Helfenstein, and it's stolen away by Jameer McNeil. Got it to Bubba McNeil, and he'll go in and lay it up and in. Bubba McNeil also checked in during that timeout. The junior guard gets the assist from his brother. Bubba's a senior, Jameer's a junior. So Jameer feeding his older brother for that layup after the turnover. Middle has now scored 10 straight.
And they are up 12-8.
Helfenstein inside 2 minutes to go first quarter. Spinning to the basket. Good move, couldn't finish. Rebound, Basquine. Gets it to Jameer McNeil. He'll push it up the middle of the floor. Stops. Elston another 3. Short. Rebound. Okie Byron had his hands on it. I think we're going to have a foul here. And this is going to go against Basquine, and possession will go to the Prep.
And that's the first personal foul against Basquine. It's going to be the first team foul against the Panthers. 1:41 to play here in the opening quarter. It's Middle Township 12, St. Augustine 8.
And Noah Plen has to go out. Looks like he's got might have a little bit of a bloody nose they need to clean up. So in for him is Joey Peacock as Okie Byron lays one up and in.
Yeah, Byron, that was just a pure power move. Taking the ball right in the middle, right in the paint. Did a good job going up strong. Brian used the glass and laid it in.
Chase Moore, a baseline drive. Shovels it to Riley Powell, who is fouled. Nifty little pass in traffic there by Chase Moore. We have a final in a big girls game. Two of the best in South Jersey, two undefeated teams, but Mainland beats Wildwood Catholic 50-40. Aiden Howe in for the first time for Middle. He's number 4, and Anthony Trombetta also returns. Buddy, we saw Joey Peacock score 16 points in the game against
Wildwood
Catholic. When the Prep won that game.
Yeah, Peacock came in off the bench.
By the way, buddy, we had a violation on Middle Township on that second free throw, so it's a turnover there. Not a turnover, but it's a violation. Turns over that they don't get the free throw attempt. Friel top of the key. Helfenstein. Back to Friel. Inside a minute to go first quarter. Okie Byron. Peacock. They swing it over to Okie Byron. Mide Okie Byron against Anthony Trombetta. Gillespie. Cutting Okie Byron. Layup. Got it.
Good execution.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten that layup off that same set.
Yes.
23 seconds to go in the quarter. We're tied at 12. And it looks like Middle now wants to hold for one.
Oh, again, Brian, as you said, Middle was on that 10-2 spurt. And now the Hermits come back with 4 unanswered to tie it up.
Aiden Howe to the basket. Got it. Tough move by the junior. And we'll go to the end of the first quarter with Middle retaking the lead at 14-12. Crest Savings Bank has been serving the Cape May County community for nearly 105 years. Check them out at CrestSavings.com. Hall's Carpet Care specializes in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services. HallsCarpetCare.com. Cabrera Companies provides real estate, property management, and home repair services here at the Jersey Shore. Log on to CabreraCompanies.com for more information. So pretty competitive first quarter as Middle Township takes the 14-12 lead over St. Augustine.
And Brian, that's what we talked about in the pregame. Is this is a team coached by Paul Rodeo, and they're going to come out and what we saw. They were patient offensively. They worked the ball around. They got a couple really good shots off of their half-court set for layups, and that's what has kept them in the game. Middle, they were able to get out with that spurt, that 8-0 run, but a quick timeout by Coach Rodeo to settle his guys down. And they came back out, and, obviously they answered the bell.
Trombetta for 3. Bang! Trombetta with 5. That's his first 3. Middle has hit 3 threes, and the Panthers have their largest lead now at 5. Helfenstein bringing the ball up. Gillespie now.
That was Trombetta's 23rd 3 of the young season.
And certainly not a bad number through 10 and a quarter games. Here's a 3 on the way by Friel, and he answers. That's his second 3, and St. Augustine Prep's third 3. Friel with 8 to lead all scorers. We are going to have, I believe, a carrying violation called against Middle. No, actually, it is an illegal screen. Chase Moore. Our location, everyone watching at home has a great angle with Chris Knoll handling the live video for us right from half court. But Buddy and I are in the corner, and we're blocked just a little bit by the benches down in front of the Hermit, where Middle, down in front of the Hermit bench where Middle is on offense. So wasn't sure if that was a carrying violation at first or a foul. It ended up being a foul. Here's a steal by McNeil off the pressure. Bubba McNeil for 3. It's an air ball. Gabe Gillespie has it. Passes up to Friel. Friel will pull up for 3. Off the iron, no good. Wow, 2 Middle players battle for the rebound. That allowed Helfenstein to come in, but he missed the layup. And now here's Jameer McNeil. Bubba McNeil again for three. That's short again. And the rebound brought down by Gillespie. Run and jump here again by Middle, trying to speed the game up. And we're going to have a timeout called by St. Augustine. 6:30 to go in the second quarter. Middle holding to this 2-point lead. Not for Long Media is a content hub made up of several podcasts and YouTube shows, talking all things sports, food, drinks, travel, culture, and much more. Check them out at notforlongmedia.com. Bal Harbor Hotels in Wildwood Crest supports high school basketball broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live. If you need a room for friends or family, log on to balharborhotels.com for more. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. Log on to ulmersappliance.com. So obviously, buddy, Coach Rodeo might be telling his troops here against the run and jump, the best thing to do is keep the ball in the middle of the floor if you can, and then not allow Middle to use the sideline and the division line as another defender.
And the other thing too, Brian, don't get pushed into a running game. Break the trap, get the ball over half court. Let's set up our offense.
Here's another steal by McNeil. His Middle change defense is there to his zone. McNeil avoids the charge, but can't finish. That was good defense by Noah Plen, forcing McNeil to pull up, take an off-balance shot. Oki Byron to the basket, floats one in. We're tied at 17. Bubba McNeil to the basket, no good. Got his own rebound, layup no good. Rebound is taken by Helfenstein. So Bubba McNeil struggling from the field so far. He's a kid that can score in bunches. He's averaging just a tick under 11 for the season. Oh, turnover. Oki Byron had started the cut right as Plen threw the pass. It goes out of bounds.
And that's
Amir Elston back into the game for Middle, and checking in is Michael Mewitz for the Prep.
That's the fifth turnover against St. Augustine here in the first half.
Chase Moore in the corner. Drives, kicks, Jameer McNeil, and he traveled.
And that's actually going to be the first turnover against Middle Township. But Middle's, they be getting up a lot of shots. And not necessarily some of the best shots you want to see, but as opposed to turning it over, they're getting shots off.
Mewitz, guarded by Elston, got it to Gillespie. Now it's Plen. In the corner, Gillespie. Another steal by Jameer McNeil, and he will soar and slam.
Well, he was going to make sure there was no doubt about that one.
Gillespie with it. Prep trailing by 2. They have the basketball. Plen, dribble drive to the basket, off the glass, didn't get the roll. Chase Moore the rebound, outlets to Basquine. He can handle it on the perimeter. Kicks to Trombetta now for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Plen. Plen pushing. Plen to the basket, no good but a foul. And Noah Plen will go to the line for 2 shots. These will be the first free throw attempts for St. Augustine Prep.
And Amir Elston picks up his first team foul against Middle here in the second quarter. 4:17 to go. Plen misses the first free throw. He'll get one more. It's 19-17, Middle on top.
Well, there's an issue with the clock because the clock is running. And I don't think anybody even notices it. Now they do notice it, and they're going to reset it. They probably lost about 15 or 17 seconds here.
Yeah, at least.
Final in a boys game today. Tough road loss for Wildwood. They fall at Salem 64-57. And the Warriors actually held a 12-point lead in the third quarter in that game and lost by 7.
Wow.
Plen's free throw is good. Well, they never added any more time back on, buddy.
No, they did not.
When Plen went to the line, there was about 4:16, 4:17 left, and they just set it to 3:58. Here's Trombetta for 3, short. Rebound to Mewitz. Plen made 1 of 2 on that trip. It's middle by 1. Clock approaching 3.5 to go first half. Okie Byron driving, got it. Help side was nowhere to be found, and Okie Byron's got 8, and the Prep's got the lead.
He's 4 for 4 with drives to the basket or power moves inside.
Basquine down low to Trombetta, reverse layup, got it in the foul.
That was Sarfati.
Check out Sarfati on that. Foul goes on Rory Friel. It's his first and the team's second of the period. Middle goes back up by 1.
Sarfati with a good backdoor cut. His teammate finds him, and he uses. He comes out from under the basket, uses his right hand.
Missed the free throw, and the rebound comes down to Okie Byron. Here comes Plen. Middle now showing a 3/4 court trap here. And Rocco Ricciardi, number 20, into the game for the first time for the Prep. Junior forward. He has the basketball at the foul line area. Hands off to Gillespie. Back to Friel for 3. Bang.
I'll tell you what.
Friel has hit 3 threes and has 11 points, and the Prep has a 2-point lead. Jameer McNeil into the paint. Lost it, got it back, and now he's fouled by Okie Byron, and Middle will inbound underneath.
And Friel, he's 4 for 4 from the floor, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. And as Brian said, Okie Byron picks up his first personal.
Trombetta lost the dribble in the corner, got it back to McNeil. Jameer McNeil over to Amir Elston. Basquine along the baseline. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, and Sarfati's over the back of Ricciardi. And that's a foul.
Well, Ricciardi did a good job boxing out that time, Brian, forcing Sarfati to go over his back. Sarfati picks up his first personal, and that's the 3rd team foul against
Friel. Another 3, in and out. Okie Byron the offensive rebound. Plen fakes a 3, drives into the paint, left-handed layup is good. And the Prep has a 4-point lead here late in the first half against the heavily favored Middle Township Panthers. High post pass to Sarfati. Trombetta. Sarfati now for 3. No good. It's an air ball. Rebound saved in. What a play by Amir Elston as he tipped it to Rayal Basquine for the easy layup. Minute and a half to go. Middle trailing by 2. Gillespie with the basketball. Goes over to Plen. Plen dribbles away from a double team. Got it to Friel. And his jumper is good. Elston for 3. Bang! That's his 3rd 3. He's got 9. And the Prep, though, still holds the 1-point lead. Clock approaching a minute to go in the half.
You know, the Coach Lamar Greer is going to have a lot to say in that locker room at halftime.
Helfenstein driving. Passes across to Friel. Up top to Plen. Plen to the basket. That's an offensive foul. Plen went and dribbled too far. Should have jump stopped.
And that's going to be Plen's first personal. It's going to be the third team foul here in the second quarter. Both teams now with 3 team fouls.
Yeah, let's see what Middle wants to do here if they decide to hold for 1. It looks like they're going to do just that. And the Prep is certainly going to let them. And McNeil just pounding the dribble.
Well, St. Augustine would be satisfied to go into this locker room at the half, either up 1 or down 1 or 2.
Jameer McNeil is injured. Oh, and this looked ugly, buddy.
Yes, it does.
I think he inadvertently stepped on the foot of Noah Plen, and his leg gave out, and this does not look good. 6.9 seconds to go in the second quarter. And Middle leading or trailing by 1 here.
And that foul's on Gabe Gillespie. That's his second to 4th team foul.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Gillespie's foot or if it was Plen's foot, but yeah, it looked like McNeil stepped on the foot of the Prep player, and his leg gave out.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain down there, Brian, as you can see.
And he actually, buddy, stepped on the foot on the left side, and then it was his right leg that buckled. Now he's going to try to run off under his own power, and it looks like he wants to continue. He obviously has to come out of the game now.
Well, it's 6.9 seconds till the half. So there's no point in putting him in anyway. Let him sit, then go into the locker room and let him get some treatment.
That foul was the 4th against the Prep of the half. So no shooting here. Middle will inbound with 6.9 to go. They get it out to Zarfati. He drives, goes to the basket.
Wow.
Scooping layup with the left hand is good. Plen from 3-quarter court, no good as the buzzer sounds. And Middle will go into the locker room with a 1-point lead at 28-27. So a very, very entertaining first half. And the Panthers have this 1-point lead. And we will take a timeout with the audio, and we'll step away and we'll come back right before the second half starts with our first half recap. It's Middle Township 28, St. Augustine Prep 27. We're here at the half. Thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live. right, back at the half on Cape Atlantic Live. Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbot. Middle Township 28, St. Augustine Prep 27. And your first half scorers for the Prep: Rory Friel with 13, Mide Oki Byron with 8, Noah Plen with 6. Middle Township with a lot more balance. They have 7 players that have scored. Amir Elston with 9 on 3 threes. Anthony Trombetta with 5. Real Basquine and Michael Zarfati with 4 apiece. And then 2 points apiece for Jameer McNeil, Bubba McNeil, and Aiden Howell. And Jameer McNeil, buddy, is not out he's not on the court anyway for warm-ups for the second half. He did injure his leg at the end of the first half. We'll see if he does return.
And Brian, looking at the stat sheet real quick, Middle Township.
You don't do anything real quick, but go ahead.
Middle Township shot 12 for 25 from the floor. They were 8 for 14 inside the arc, 4 for 11 from beyond. They had 6 rebounds as a team, 4 defensive, 2 offensive, and they only turned it over 1 time.
To get some points while the clock is stopped.
Exactly, and with that being the 4th team foul, now every foul,
right,
2 shots, the rest of.
And the Prep still has 3 fouls to give before the 4th one would send Middle to the bonus. Gillespie makes both, and it's an 8-point game. Prep showing some pressure here. It's a zone 2-2-1 look. Bubba McNeil with it. Lobs it up to Chase Moore. Moore to the top of the lane to Trombetta. Pulls it. Why not? Bang! This is insane.
Why cover him? Leave him open.
54-43.
He's now made 6 threes in a row from the basket, but there was no denying or stopping him.
I believe a technical foul has been called against Middle. And we just got the explanation from Myron Hendrick, the lead official. It was a technical foul called on Middle Township for fans coming onto the court to celebrate Jameer McNeil's dunk.
Well, and that's exactly the security.
So McNeil, excuse me, buddy, he'll shoot 1 free throw to try to complete the 3-point play, and then the Prep will go down and shoot 2 free throws and get the ball. Free throw's no good.
And security had to come over. It was that group right there at half court, Brian, on the middle side of the railing that came out onto the court. A little too much exuberance. And, you know, if this was a close game, that really would have hurt.
Friel makes both of the technical free throws. Prep will get the ball. Middle by 11, 1.5 minutes to go. Middle switches to zone here. Helfenstein in the corner. Plen, Friel, 3-ball, short, rebound. A great tip attempt by Oki Byron, but it missed. And Basquine rebounded for Middle. Trombetta doubled, and he threw it onto the sideline inadvertently, and that's a turnover. Here is Plen. Gillespie for 3, that's no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Helfenstein back to Plen. He'll step into a 3, that's good. And it's an 8-point game with 45 seconds to go. Boy, the Prep's got to start thinking about taking those fouls they have to give. Here's Basquine in the corner. Lobs it up high to McNeil. Dangerous pass, but McNeil's able to get it. Trombetta fakes a 3. Shovels it to Moore. Here's Basquine. And well, the prep's not even going to foul here. Trombetta dribbles away from a double team, and he's finally fouled with 19.8 seconds to go.
And you're right, Brian. I mean, the prep just, they decided, all right, we're not going to worry about the going out and trying to foul.
Trombetta to inbound. Having trouble, got it into Elston, back to Trombetta. Dribbles around, 15 seconds to go. He doesn't want to shoot. Passes over to Basqueen, that's going to do it. As the prep throws up the white flag. Middle, of course, will not take a shot here. And the Panthers are going to snap a 12-game, 11-season losing streak to St. Augustine, 56-48. And the story of the night, Anthony Trombetta, 6 for 6 on three-point shots in the second half, and he scores 23 points. And the exclamation point late, the dunk by Jameer McNeil, as good of a dunk as you'll ever see at the high school level. And an impressive play there by Jameer McNeil.
Yeah, that's officially what you call being posterized.
Oh, yes. All right, so here's your final point totals. First for the prep. They fall to 7-4 overall, 2-3 in conference games. Noah Plen with 16, Rory Friel and Mide Oki Byron each had 15, and Gabe Gillespie had 2. For Middle Township, Anthony Trombetta with 23, Jameer McNeil with 10, Amir Elston with 9, 4 apiece for Real Basqueen, Michael Zarfati, and Bubba McNeil, and 2 points for Aiden Howe. And Middle Township improves to 10-1, and they go to 5-0 in conference games, buddy.
And Brian, again, another one of the keys was Middle Township's patience. St. Augustine played patient the entire game, but the Panthers did not fold or get caught up in anything except doing what they do and what they do well. Anthony Trombetta, he shot 7 for 10 from beyond the arc. He was 1 for 4 in that first half. And then you want to talk about feeling your oats. He really had an amazing second half, nailing those 6 threes in a row. And the Panthers, they finished. I mean, that's just an incredible, obvious help to them. And, where the prep in the first half, they were 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. In the second half, they made 1 of 8. So Middle came and made their halftime adjustment, did what they needed to do, took the Hermits out of that three-point land, and the end result is, and it's still hard to believe that Middle Township had not beat St. Augustine in 11 years.
Actually, 12 years, going back to the 2013 season. 56-48, Middle wins it. For Chris Knoll on the video, for our executive producer, Matt Ulmer, for Buddy Tarbot, and I'm Brian Kniff. Thanks to all our sponsors as well. And it's Middle Township 56, St. Augustine Prep 48. This has been high school basketball on